Hey guys, how's it hanging? It's Eric here, and today I'm going to be showing you my top 10 facts about Blast Ketchup in Johnny Test. So up at number 10 is that Blast Ketchup is inspired off of Ash Ketchum from Nintendo's Pokemon franchise. Blast has quite a few traits akin to Ash himself. Appearance-wise, their eyes look the same. They're both wearing a vest with the same collar. Personality-wise, they're both full of themselves and overconfident in themselves, cocky, leaders, pushers of the limit, and definitely don't take losing easily. Plus, they're both the top main character of their respective animes and video games. And up number 9 is that Blast's main Tinymons are Kadoomerang, Baboomerang, and Badass. Similar to how Ash's main Pokemon is Pikachu, in the anime and video game, he's always been seen to use Kadoomerang, Baboomerang, and Badass in battle and even gym battles. He's used Kadoomerang to battle the unnamed bad kid in the anime, and even used him to beat up Dookie, who he thought was Johnny's Tinymon. He used Kadoomerang in his first gym battle against Johnny. He's used Badass to beat up Hugh, who he thought was a human-like Tinymon of Johnny's. Used Baboomerang to beat up My Mutt Dog for the second time. And finally, he's used Baboomerang and Badass during his second gym battle against Johnny. There's also been a progression with his mains. During Johnny-mon, he's only been seen to battle with Kadoomerang sometime between that episode to the next Tinymon episode, Return of Johnny-mon. Blast's Kadoomerang has evolved into Baboomerang, and he kept on progressing with him, alongside with the new addition to the franchise, Badass, who he snaptured. And finally, to end off his Tinymon main progression, we have Blast's newest main, Mega Bonbonmon. It's still safe to assume that he hasn't abandoned his classic 3 mains. During Johnny-mon Go, he's used his classic trio mains to destroy Porkbelly. This also shows that Blast has snaptured a new Kadoomerang to replace his pre-evolutionized Kadoomerang. And now for fact number 8 is that Blast is on a quest to find the legendary Tinymon, Screecherine. See if it's real or a myth and snapture it. Regarding the anime, it is unclear if this is the beginning, in the middle, or the ending of the anime series, considering how Pokemon has dozens upon dozens of animes in the series. Anyway, the first thing we see of the anime is Blast and friend on the search for Screecherine. Later, when Susan and Mary transfer Johnny and Dookie into the Tinymon video game world, Blast queries Johnny whether he's seen Screecherine, and if he knows anything, he does not. Off topic, but this also proves that the anime and video game are tied together, takes place in the same world, and the sequence of events are parallel. Later, during their first gym battle together, Mary discovers the ultimate secret of Screecherine. She discovered that Screecherine is the evolution of Cuddle Buns, and the fashion in which she's unlocked and discovered this evolution was by having Cuddle Bun's health dangerously low. Quote, "He's done. He can't take another blast or he'll be gone forever," end quote. After this, and with all the emotions flying around from the 4, Mary gives little Cuddle Buns a kiss in fear that this is his last moment of life before he disappears forever. Ergo, she's unlocked his evolution with emotion and love. Blast didn't even know that Cuddle Bun's evolution was Screecherine, judging by his quest, initial thoughts of seeing Johnny with Cuddle Buns, and how he said, "Whoa, I did not see that coming," as he experienced this legendary evolution right before his own eyes. And then for fact number 7 is, Blast Ketchup is bent on winning and revenge. He's under that mentality as a trainer where if you meet another trainer, you must have a battle with them. This was seen twice in Johnny-mon, and even in Return of Johnny-mon, where he met I'm His Dad and immediately battled a singular Tinymon. And also at the ending where he was a sore loser and claimed that the Mega Master medal Johnny was awarded with should have rightfully been his, and he leapt towards the gang as they were transporting back to their own world. He's been bent on revenge ever since Johnny has defeated him for the first time. He's stolen Johnny's 2 Tinymon during Return of Johnny-mon, played a trick on Johnny and his sisters with the Tiny Cubes, and even ranges so far that all these years later in Season 7, he's returned to Johnny's world to destroy it and battle him all from the motive of revenge. And this leads me to fact number 6, which is that The one and only Blast Ketchup makes a comeback to the show 4 seasons later and 13 years later. The show has been revived and debuted its 7th season in 2021. During Season 7, Episode 6, we've experienced an episode titled Johnny-Mon Go. This episode revolved around a new AR game called Tiny-Mon Go, sweeping the nation, and by nation, I guess I mean specifically Porkbelly, which is likely where Blast targeted this game, and only made it available to download in Porkbelly. As Blast sprung his trap and hid a virus-like Mega Bonbonmon, Johnny tried to snapture it. It shocked him and thusly powered Blast's voyage to the real world. What was your first reaction when you heard Blast would return in the revival? Let me know in the comments below. If you remember, we did a video about this a few months ago. And for number 5 is, Blast is skilled in the act of deception. The first instance of this can be noted in the return of Johnny-Mon, where he's stolen I'm His Dad and My Mutt Dog from Johnny, and snaptured them in his tiny cubes. Later, as him and his buddy took a nap in the forest to rest up before their next gym battle, he left his tiny cubes out on the open as they slept. Johnny planned to steal Blast's Tiny-Mon as revenge for stealing his, and use them in battle. But before any of that, Blast actually transferred Boomerang and Badass into his spare tiny cubes, which he held My Mutt Dog and I'm His Dad in. He knew Johnny would try to nick his Tiny-Mon, and use his skill of deception to fake him out. This skill of his has also been mentioned in Johnny-Mon Go, where he created an app of an AR game to trick Johnny to extract him and a bunch of Tiny-Mon with the intention to decimate Porkbelly. And for number 4 is that the good old folks at WildBrain on the Johnny Test Revival crew had the designers redesign Blast a little bit. Some new differences are that he now wears a red button-up shirt, opposed to a red vest from the initial series. He also owns a gym badge, which resides on the right side of his chest. The badge has a symbol of a lightning bolt on it. This also shows the time passing in his anime and video game world during Season 3 until he came back in Season 7, indicating a victory and accomplishment he's made without having to establish a flashback or anything like that. And lastly, they removed his wristwear in trade for gloves of the same color. Which of the two designs is your personal favorite? Let me know in the comment section down below. And for number 3 is that Blast Ketchup has a cameo in the comics. That's right, just in case you didn't know, there is a Johnny Test comic book. Johnny Test, the once and future Johnny. I'm currently doing a video series where we read and react to the comic, because frankly, I've never read the comic until more recently, but I did know of its existence. I'll leave an annotation up in the corner to the playlist if you'd like to check out the whole comic book with me. So yeah, please go check it out after this video if you have not yet. I'd definitely say it'd be worth your time to see. Either way, Johnny wonders why anyone would try and tamper with his future. Quote, "The question is, who would try to mess with my future like that? It's not like I have any enemies." End quote. With that, had one of my favorite pages in said comic. This insanely badass page with a bunch of antagonists against Johnny surrounding his comic circle. And for number 2 is, some people actually think Johnny-Mon Go is the first time Blast has ever been in the real world. But that is actually the second time. That's right, during the ending of Return of Johnny-Mon, as Johnny and the gang were transporting back to the real world, Blast has darted over and lunged into them right as the transporting commenced. He had contact at the exact right moment when the transporting process activated. With that, the last time we saw Blast in the initial series was of him having dinner at the Test's house. So yeah, this here is indeed the first time he's ever visited the real world. And now finally, for fact number 1 is that it seems that Blast and friend has been working on extraction to the real world since Season 3, Return of Johnny-Mon to be exact. After learning in Johnny-Mon that it's possible, he's probably been working on this ever since. However, at that time, they were only able to connect to a real-world game droid, specifically Johnny's, and extract them to their world. all these seasons later, Blast and Friend has finally perfected their approach to this scheme and advanced their technology, now developing their augmented reality mobile game, Tinymon Go, in order to extract themselves to the real world. So yeah, I honestly was quite stupefied to see this extraction scheme of his to come back all these years later. So yeah, those were the top 10 facts about our one and only Blast Ketchup, our favorite Tinymon guy. I hope you guys have enjoyed that video. If you did, why not leave a like rating on the video, as you guys would really help a lot and I would greatly appreciate it. Plus it does show me that you guys want to see more Johnny Test videos on the channel, and let me know what other types of videos you guys would like to see as well. And otherwise, if you're new to the channel and you have not yet and you want to see more Johnny Test videos, why not subscribe to my channel? And trust me, you guys are absolutely not going to regret it for more Johnny Test top 10s, theories, news videos, updates, that kind of cool stuff. If you guys have the time to check out some more videos, I'll leave some links in the info below that'll take you to a bunch of playlists. So yeah, if you guys have the time to check some of those out, I would really appreciate that. Thank you guys so much. And yeah, with all that being said, I will most certainly hope to see you guys in the next video. Stay fresh.